What's going on?
Okay, so my question is, I have a friend who in college we weren't anything. We were just friends. I started dating his other friend. We dated through graduation and whatnot. Their first couple of months out here in LA, we were still dating. Him and I weren't that great as friends, but he had a girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Her and I also weren't friends. A year into them living in LA, they both broke up with us.
Okay.
We were devastated. I wasn't friends with her. I didn't even have her number. I messaged her on Instagram. We went and had lunch. It was like the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Great.
So flash forward, it's been 5 years, and her and I have gone to Cabo, to Vegas, do all these fun things. It's great. She did get into a pretty serious relationship, so she's kind of been, caught up with that. But her and I are still friends.
Okay.
So earlier this year, I went to a mutual friend's party of not her, but my ex.
Okay.
And I ran into him and his friend, and I was like, oh my God, it's so good to see you guys. I felt like I looked really cute, so my ex did not even look at me. He was like,
wow,
in a different world, completely avoiding me. I was like, oh, are you still in love with me?
Definitely.
I know, right? Anyways, because of that, I was talking to his friend the whole night, and because we were friends at college, I was like, how are you? How have you been? It was great. Later that night, we went and got drinks, and he was like, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, nothing. We went and had, like, this cute little afternoon at some convention. I thought we were going as friends. By the end of the, day, I think he thought it was a date.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I was, kind of taken aback by that because I didn't think anything of him. And he was, texting me, I hope you got home okay. Good morning the next day.
Oh, shit.
A picture of us from college, it was crazy. A couple days later. So I was like, oh my God, I think he likes me. But because I was still friends with his ex, I was like, no, she's my friend now. I feel weird about that.
Right.
So then we went and had dinner a couple of weeks later. I told her, and she was kind of weird about it. And I was like, okay, kind of funny thing that just happened, but whatever. So then flash forward to Friday, we had an alumni event for our college, and I saw him again. And it was like fireworks.
You like him. Oh my God. What a pickle. Fuck. Okay.
He touched my leg and my body was on fire.
Oh my God. Okay, so when let me back up. When you told your friend you went on this situation, how did you explain it to her? Were you like, oh, we just hung out? Or were you like, I think it was a date and I think he likes me? How much did you let on?
I gave her a little bit of it. I told her, I was like, I thought we were hanging out as friends and I think you thought it was a date. And she was like, oh, that's funny.
Damn.
And that was kind of it. I didn't go too much into detail, but I was like, it was because I did at the time think it was weird.
Right.
I was just so taken aback.
Right. So what do you?
When I saw him on Friday, it was weird. It was crazy.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. That's why I'm calling you.
Right. Okay. This is a tough one because I believe in girl code. I understand why your friend would be upset. They dated for a while, and even though she's in a new relationship, you always kind of feel a little bit weirdly about your exes. So I do understand that. Having said that, it's been 5 years, you said? That's a really long time. And I think if I were you, I would go on one more date with him. I would see what happens. If he asks you out one more time, I would go on the date and I would really see how you feel. If you do this, if you go into this, you have to know that you might lose your friend. Now, in some circumstances, it works out and you might end up with this guy, but it also might not. It also might be because it's a little bit forbidden. It's a little bit, naughty and dangerous, and it feels kind of nostalgic, and maybe it's a little bit, I don't know, 1% kind of fun to get back at your ex too. You don't know. So I would go on one more date. see how you feel, and then make a decision.
I will say, in college, when I first met him, before I knew he had a girlfriend, he used to walk me like to the bus stop, and I used to think that was the sweetest thing ever, and I was in love with him. And then I found out he had a girlfriend.
Whoa, okay.
We became friends. So I've kind of already, I don't know, I'm in such a pickle.
It's a pickle. It's a big old pickle. Yeah. This is a toughie. Only you can know how it feels right now and if it's worth jeopardizing your friendship. I also don't know how much you like this friend. You know, it seems like you were kind of bonded because you were dumped at the same time, and you have had some fun times, but she's not like your best bitch. You know,
she's not, and that's what people have kind of been. I told my mom, and my mom was like, "But you guys have been close, like." You guys trauma bonded, and like
exactly.
That's a special friendship.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So give it a go. Try to take it. Go on 1 or 2 more dates, see how it goes, and then make a decision. But I would be upfront with her. I'll say that much. Like if you make a decision, like I'm going to date this guy, you got to be upfront with her so she doesn't find out, and just be like, look, I know this is weird, but like there's a crazy connection. I want to be upfront with you, and go from there.
Yeah. Okay, that's great advice. Thank you so much.
Please call me back in a few weeks and tell me what happened. I must know.
Oh my goodness, I will. I hope you're having the best time in New York. I wish I was there.
Thanks, Angel. Okay, bye, babe. Good luck. Lots of love.
Thank you.
That's tough, man. That's so tough. She's obsessed. She is obsessed. She's going for it. She's going to go for it, whatever I said. So might as well endorse that. Sydney. Hi, Sydney. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for calling. What's going on?
Wait, I have to tell you, I've been following you since the day that you got cheated on. And so I have seen, like, literally that was the first day I ever followed you. So I have seen you since, like, the very beginning.
You've seen me through it all. I know. Can we just take a moment to say, what the fuck was I thinking when I made that crying video? Like, Jesus.
No, because we've all been there.
We have, but, like, we didn't all go on the internet and make a video for our millions of followers on TikTok. And I threw him under the bus. That was not cool of me, but it's not about me. The call is about you. Thank you for being a follower for all that time. I love you so much. What's going on?
Okay, so I'm 20. I'm in college. And so I've, like, never had a boyfriend. I've had, like, I would tell my mom this. I'm like, if I was growing up in your time, I would have had multiple boyfriends, but it's this whole, like, situationship, like, talking for, like, 6 months thing before, like, you actually date.
Yeah.
So, but I'm like, I just haven't had, like, a first serious boyfriend, and I kind of had my, like, first one this year.
Okay.
And so I have a really funny hookup story.
Ooh, I love that. Tell us.
Like, I'm, like, 20. I'm still, like, figuring this all out, like, whatever.
You're a baby. You're a fetus. Yeah, by the way, don't think that it's weird. Listen, I think you're right that dating, especially for your generation, is hell with the situationship thing and the talking phase. Whoever invented the fucking talking phase, jail for them, because it's ass and it's so confusing and it's so bad for girls and it's so good for guys. And I really, really hate the talking phase. I don't think it's weird that you're 20, you're so young. Like, that's normal. Okay, so sorry. Anyway, tell us the hookup story.
Okay, so, like, I've been seeing this guy and, like, definitely in the date box. Like, right. It, like, began abroad in, like, an abroad trip. It's, like, it should be a story. Like, it was, and it's especially a kid that I, like, had not liked for a while, and he really liked me. So it was, like, a funny story. Anyway, so his roommate was gone, and so I spent the night over in his room, which was back on campus.
Okay.
And the next morning we woke up and we were just, like, hanging out, and we started, like, hooking up. But you have to remember, in college, you have, like, twin-sized beds.
I remember.
And they're, like, lofted. Like, they're, like, way up off the ground.
Right.
So we're, like, hooking up, and I'm trying to be, like, all sly and, like, move down to, like, give him head. Mm-hmm. And I, like, get embarrassed, and I, like, didn't want him to, like, see my bare ass. So I put a pillow on his chest. And I was like, I don't want you to see this. And so then I go to move down, and my foot slips, and I fall off the bed, like, back on the ground.
Oh, my God. Oh,
like,
my
and
God.
He's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, uh-huh. And I literally put my clothes on and ran out.
No, why? It's not.
And then he came and got me, and he was like, why are you embarrassed? And I was like, I think I should just jump out of your window. Like, that's so embarrassing.
Oh, my God. He thinks oh, my God, are you kidding me? He probably thought it was, like, adorable. That's, like, from a movie. That's so cute.
Oh my God. But so it was so bad. But my other thing is like, we've been like, I was totally in the date box. And then like towards the end of school's finals, he like totally freaked out. And so we're on a break right now because we live across the country, obviously for summer.
Right.
And so it's like this whole weird limbo thing where I'm like, do I like wait for him? Do I wait for him to get back? Because I'm totally a texter and he's just not a texter. And we've tried to work on it and he does his best, but it's just still not like, I want to text all the little things happen in my day.
Course.
He just doesn't.
Are you doing no contact right now in your break?
We're texting like once a day, once every other day.
You know what I'm going to say.
You think go no contact till we're back on the campus?
I do, yeah, because men only respond to a change in behavior. They don't respond to words. So you need to make him miss you. I mean, I don't believe in games per se, but I think for your mental health and for everything, you just need to go no contact. You can just say it and be like, look, I like you. I want you to have a great summer. I want to have a great summer too. And this limbo isn't serving either of us. So why don't we not speak? And I'll see you back in the fall. He's going to be like, whoa. And then he's going to spend the entire summer missing you. And I want you to fully go have a fun summer. Like, I don't know what you're doing this summer, but the summers in between college are so special and magical. And I really believe they are important times for you to discover what you like and what you don't like in work, in dating, in friends, in everything. And if you're sitting there doing one text a day, because what good does that do you, right? One text a day, it's not fulfilling you. It's not fulfilling your texting, but it's also kind of holding you back because at the end of the day, you go out and you're going to be like, well, I have him kind of. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't bank on him. You can't, okay? You just can't. I hate to be harsh, but I don't want you to look back and say, damn, I wasted one of the hottest summers of my life getting one text a day from this guy. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you think I need to text him or can I just kind of not really respond?
I think it's cooler to text him. I think it's cooler to be, a girl who knows what she wants. I think it's cooler to say, this isn't serving either of us. I like you, but let's just not speak until the fall and then we'll see. I bet if I were a betting man, I would say you're going to get a text in like a month and be like, I miss you. Now, I don't want to get your hopes up, but again, if I were a betting woman, that's what I would say.